Good morning, I'm Zian. You are now watching UCSI Radio News, and I will be your anchor for today. We will be covering local news, entertainment news, world news, and special report and live updates. Let's start with the first news of today. On March 31, 6 men have been arrested following a fight between two groups in Medan Seri Keramat. Authorities have confirmed that 2 of them have prior criminal records. The 6 men have been remanded for 3 days until 2nd of April as investigation continue.
Six men have been arrested following a fight between two groups in Medan Seri Keramat on the morning of March 31st. The police received a complaint about the incident at 12:19 a.m. By 2:30 a.m., the suspects, who are between the age of 20 and 40, were detained at the Hulu Klang police station. Authorities have confirmed that 2 of them have prior criminal record. Investigation revealed that the fight began when one suspect provoked another. This led to one of them calling for reinforcement, which escalated the situation into a violent clash. As a result, one person was injured and received treatment at Ampang Hospital, while in police custody, one of the suspects punched another in the face and kicked him, prompting officers to intervene and making an additional arrest for disorderly conduct. The 6 men have been remanded for 3 days until April 2nd as investigation continues.
Next, let us move to breaking news. In Selangor, a 7-year-old girl was accidentally hit by a female driver while crossing the road. Following the accident, a 35-year-old man, believed to be the victim's relative, furiously attacked the driver, pulling her hair and punching her in public. He was later arrested by the police. Authorities continue to investigate the case and remind the public to remain calm in such situations and let legal processes take their course.
In Selangor, a 7-year-old girl was accidentally hit by a female driver while crossing the road. Following the accident, a 35-year-old man, believed to be the victim's relative, furiously attacked the driver, pulling her hair and punching her in the public. He was later arrested by the police. However, the driver's sister has since spoken out, claiming that the incident was exaggerated. She explained that her sister was not severely beaten and urged the public to avoid spreading misinformation. Meanwhile, the young girl sustained injuries and was taken to the hospital for treatment. Authorities continue to investigate the cases and remind the public to remain calm in such situations and let legal process take their course.
The Malaysian Ministry of Education announced that starting April 21, 2025, all primary and secondary school students must wear a Malaysia flag badge on their school uniform to promote patriotism and national unity among students. However, the regulation has sparked controversy over freedom of expression, cultural sensitivities, financial burden, and enforcement challenges. Critics argue that patriotism should be a choice, not a requirement, while others worry about the cost for families and the practicality of enforcement in schools.
The Malaysian Ministry of Education announced that starting April 21, 2025, all primary and secondary school students must wear a Malaysia flag badge on their school uniform. The directive aimed to promote patriotism and national unity among students by reinforcing a sense of national identity from a young age. The regulations apply to all government and government-aided schools. The enforcement guideline issued by the Educational Director General, Azman Adat. Regulation has sparked controversy over freedom of expressions, financial burden, and enforcement challenge. Critics argue that patriotism should be a choice, not a requirement, while others worry about the cost for family and the practicality of enforcement in school.
A massive gas pipeline fire broke out in Putra Heights, Subang Jaya on 2nd April following a leak in a Petronas gas Berhad main pipeline. The blaze quickly spread across 500 meters, reaching nearby residents and forcing emergency evacuations. At least 5 people were hospitalized and 25 others sustained injuries. Authorities are investigating the cause of the leak. Update will follow as the situation develops.
A massive gas pipeline fire broke out this morning in Putra Heights, Subang Jaya, following a leak in a Petronas gas Berhad main pipeline. The blaze quickly spread across 500 meters, reaching nearby residents and forcing emergency evacuations. At least 5 people were hospitalized and 25 others sustained injuries. 7 victims were rescued, with reports of more possibly trapped. Firefighters and emergency crews continue battling the blaze, while Petronas has shut off the affected pipeline. Authorities are investigating the cause of the leak. Evacuations are underway and relief centers have been set up for affected residents.
On March 30, a serious accident occurred on the Bentong Karak to Kuala Lumpur highway, involving 5 vehicles and resulting in 3 deaths and 4 injuries. According to reports, the deceased were Gok Hitong's family, a local radio DJ. On social media, he expressed his sadness for them and disclosed that one of the female victims had survived the accident by using all her power to shoot her young daughter. Police have launched an investigation and are urging eyewitnesses to come forward with any information.
On the afternoon of March 30, a serious accident occurred on the Bentong Karak to Kuala Lumpur highway, involving 5 vehicles and resulting in 3 deaths and 4 injuries. Preliminary investigations revealed that a 3-ton lorry traveling from Kuantan to Kuala Lumpur lost control, crashed into the divider and veered into the opposite line, colliding with 4 cars. 3 occupants of a Honda Accord died at the scene. It was reported that the deceased were relatives of local DJ radio Wu Qidong. He mourned them on social media and revealed that one of the female victims had used all of her strength to protect her young daughter, allowing her to survive the crash. Police have launched an investigation and are urging eyewitnesses to come forward with any information. Drivers are also reminded to exercise caution on the roads.
Next will be our special report. Pasar Seni is a famous place for art in Kuala Lumpur. Many artists come here to share their work. Hujri Hayat, a full-time artist from 1991, he worked at the Central Market from 1992. He started working inside the Central Market and worked for others. In 2010, he started his own shop. His artwork is inspired by the world around him, his culture, his experiences, and the emotions he wants to share. Every brushstroke carries a message, and every painting tells a story. Let us have a small session to hear the story of a talented artist.
Pasar Seni is a famous place of art in Kuala Lumpur. Many artists come here to share their work. Today, we have a small section to hear the story of a talented artist.
Nama saya Hujri Hayat, full-time artist. Full-time artist dari tahun 1991, 92 itulah.
I met Handri to learn about his journey, his challenges, and what keep him going. For him, art is not just a hobby, it's his life.
Saya kerja kat Central Market ni dari tahun 1992. Tu start kerja kat CM lah dalam lah. Masa tu kat dalam kerja dengan orang kan. Tahun 2010 baru saya buat sendirinya kedai lah.
His artwork is inspired by the world around him, his culture, his experiences, and the emotion he wants to share. Every brushstroke carries a message, and every painting tells a story.
Kedai ni dari tahun 2010. Sewa dalam dekat 2000 jugalah. So api kan elektrik kita bayar sendiri. Full time, masa 10 pagi sampai 10 malam. Tapi bulan puasa ni tutup sampai pukul 8. Boleh tutup lah.
Many of his paintings also include famous places in Malaysia, creating a dreamy and beautiful scene.
Saya buat lah. Macam potret pun saya buat, kaligrafi pun saya buat, pemandangan macam ni pun buat. Tapi yang special itulah, yang style night art itu saya punya signature saya lah, saya punya trademark.
Hunri Hayat paintings are full of bright colors. His special style in the way he paints trees. The trees have many small brush strokes and colorful layers, making them look unique. This has been his signature style.
Harga pun ikut saiz, ikut jenis dia. Yang kecil pun ada 150, ada 250, ada 350. Ini saiz ni dalam 1008 sebab dia banyak ambil. Ini pun dia yang sold ni semua dia beli lah. Ada diskaun sikit lah.
His art is not just displayed at Pasar Seni. Many of his customers find him online from both Malaysia and overseas. His painting can be sent anywhere, allowing people from different places to enjoy his work.
Kadang ada customer yang datang dari luar negeri mau cari saya kali ni. Dia type Google, dia nampak dalam Google. Dia type nama Hunri Hayat Google kan, user Google, nanti banyak keluar gambar-gambar macam ni.
Hunri Hayat's story is one of passion, dedication, and perseverance through his art. He continued to inspire many people, proving that hard work and creativity can turn a dream into reality. We would like to thank you, Hunri Hayat, for accepting our interview and sharing his story with us. His hard work and talent are in every painting. If you love art, you can visit him at Pasar Seni or check out his work online. Let's support passionate artists like Hunri.
AI is no longer just a concept of the future, it is the trend of today, and it is changing the way education is delivered. AI-driven technologies such as machine learning, natural language processing, and automation are enhancing both teaching methodologies and students' experiences. But what exactly does this mean for students, educators, and institutions? Stay with us and we explore the impact of AI.
Hi everyone, my name is Huiman and behind my building is UCSI, and now we will finding students and lecturers about what is the impact of AI in the educational sector and also know about what is the benefit of AI. And then now let us introduce about what is AI.
AI, or artificial intelligence, refer to the machine that can learn, adapt, and assist in complex tasks. In education, AI is revolutionizing how knowledge is delivered and accessed. Artificial intelligence is revolutionizing the way we live, work, and learn. In the educational sector, AI's importance keep rising, enhancing personalized learning and automating tasks. However, AI also may have challenge and potential threats to both students and lecturers. Let's explore the impact of AI in the educational sector.
It does. It's a very big impact on schools and universities. Potentially can change the purpose of schools and universities. You know, students and teachers, they can do a lot of soft copy work very fast because the AI does it for them. So you can fast track a lot of your work. But obvious disadvantage is that, you know, students are not learning what they're supposed to learn.
So AI can be used to make clear examples and also like summaries for complex questions. So for example, like especially students, right? We use ChatGPT to like find points and also summaries on a certain idea or concept, because sometimes if we are reading books, right, it's kind of hard for us to digest. So we like to use AI for, especially for me, like to use AI to summarize it so that I can understand it clearer. AI also used for face recognition. So, for example, like UCSI universities, we have like a face recognition entry, and of course, like during school for I think universities quite useful universities, especially like when you have to like access certain places. I'm pretty sure other faculties have this sort of face recognition where they only allow certain faculty students to enter their laboratory or whatnot. Of course, we also have like the artificial intelligence on our phones, for example, like Siri and Bixby or like Gemini, Google AI, all those things, right? I think this is more prominent in iPhone users because they always like, hey Siri, can I, what's blah blah blah, and then Siri just pop out all those things. And believe it or not, it's like actually related to education because when you're asking a question, you're learning something. So I consider that as education.
If you're asking how it is actually transformed, I don't think it has transformed much because many universities, not just UCSI, all across Malaysia, many lecturers don't use AI to change their teaching. It's basically the same. I think during one of the classes, I asked you all, I asked, do you prefer still human lecturer or do you still prefer video lecturer or AI lecturer? I think some students say they still prefer human lecturer. So maybe one area would be assessments only. Assessments. That means now a lot of teachers, we set an assignment, but we know that the student is going to use AI. So checking whether or not students use AI wrongly. I think in some time it will definitely, it will replace, just like maybe maths or maybe language, very technical subject, maybe AI can replace. But some subjects like languages, where you need to support the student, I think you still need the human touch. It's very tricky, but overall, I think the answer is yes. Eventually, it will start replacing things.
Next will be our world news. A 7.7 magnitude earthquake struck Myanmar on Friday, causing widespread devastation. The powerful quake collapsed over 10,000 buildings, triggering a humanitarian crisis. The death toll has risen to 2,719, with 4,521 injured and 441 still missing. Survivors face urgent shortages of clean water, food and medical care, with disease risk rising. The world watches as Myanmar struggles to recover from the disaster.
A 7.7 magnitude earthquake struck Myanmar on Friday, causing widespread devastation. The powerful quake collapsed over 10,000 buildings, triggered a humanitarian crisis. The death toll has risen to 2,719, with 4,521 injured and 441 still missing. Myanmar's Mandalay and Naypyidaw were hardest hit. What tremors also impact Thailand, where 21 died in a building collapse. Rescue teams from China, Russia, India and Asian nations are aiding in relief efforts, but civil war complicates aid distributions. Survivors face terrible shortage of clean water, food and medical care. With disease risk rising, the world watches as Myanmar struggles to recover.
K-pop group Boy Next Door sparked controversy in China after their Bangkok concert was abruptly cancelled, leaving many fans stranded. The concert, originally scheduled for March 29, 2025, was cancelled due to a 7.7 magnitude earthquake in Thailand on March 28. The backlash intensified when organizers first announced the cancellation but quickly deleted it. As a result, Chinese fans launched a campaign calling for the cancellation of Boy Next Door's upcoming Hong Kong concert. The controversy continued despite Boy Next Door's apology on Weverse.
South Korean boy group Boy Next Door faced heavy criticism after the cancellation of their Bangkok concert on March 29, 2025, following a 7.7 magnitude earthquake in Thailand. The controversy began when the event organizers initially posted a cancellation notice but deleted it. leaving fans uncertain about the concert status. The final cancellation notice was only re-uploaded after Boy Next Door had secured flights and left Thailand, causing outrage among fans who had already travelled to Bangkok and were left stranded. Adding to the backlash, Boy Next Door and their management were accused of taking an airport card that was pre-booked and paid for by a fan, forcing the fan and their group to work instead. On social media, Chinese fans called for the cancellation of Boy Next Door's upcoming concert in Hong Kong. Related hashtags gained millions of views on Weibo and Xiaohongshu, with many criticizing the group's poor handling of the situation. Meanwhile, Boy Next Door members apologized on Weverse, but the backlash continues.
Finally, we are heading to UCSI for a special street interview segment. Today, we are going to explore the opinions and perspectives at UCSI students towards whether jobs after graduation are related to their current major.
Today, many students choose their university major with a specific career in mind, but in reality, not everyone ends up working in that specific field of their studies. Some people find jobs closely related to whatever they're majoring in, while others venture into completely different industries. To explore this topic further, we've invited two students in UCSI University today to share their thoughts on whether jobs after graduation are truly related to their current major and what are their concerns regarding after graduating and finding jobs relating to whatever they're learning. Let's go. Excuse me, can I have an interview with you?
Yeah, sure.
So we're gonna interview you about like studies after graduating. And so can you introduce yourself and what you're majoring in?
I'm Anson, so now I'm studying in Diploma in Logistics Management.
All right. So do you think most graduates work in jobs related to why or why not?
I think it's depend on the industry because like some career like medicine or engineering, they need require a specific requirement. So those graduates will go through a career lah. And for others like business or communication, they often change their career because there are many transferable skills.
All right. Have you yourself considered working outside of whatever you're studying now? Why or why not?
Sure. If other career can let me earn more money, I will change to that career lah.
All right. So what do you think that influence a graduate's decision on wanting to stay in their pursuit field or leave their pursuit field?
I think they didn't do research before before they started their major or work. So after they work, they will feel like it's not fixed their expected.
Understand. So do you think universities should provide more career guidance to help students transition from in university to the job market?
Yeah, I think must, because this one can help the student to get experience or the preparation before they go through their work.
All right, so last question is, what advice would you give to students who are worried about finding jobs related to their major?
So I think it's like, don't worry too much and focus on getting more experience or skills, because some employer is not only looking on your ability, it's not only looking your CGPA or cert.
All right, thank you so much for your interview. So right now we will be finding another interviewer to ask whether their opinions on and their concerns. So let's go. Excuse me, can I have an interview with you? So can you introduce yourself and talk about what you're majoring in?
Yeah, I am Chua Jiaru, and now I am studying Bachelor in Mass Communication on the UCSI.
All right, so I'll be asking you a few questions regarding like after graduating, whether you should be staying or leaving your major. So do you think most graduates work in jobs related? Why or why not?
I think this depends on the subject they study on the university lah. Many students will not find the job after the graduate because caused by many factors such as working environment, location, and salary and more lah. But of course, I think have some student will find the job related to their major because their interest this subject, so they will passion to find the job.
All right, so have you yourself considered working outside of your major? So you're studying mass communication, right? So have you ever like wondered if you want to pursue like business or something else? Why or why not?
I think now in this moment I'm not considering that because of what I study is I interest. So I will find the job related to my major after my graduate. Yeah.
All right, what do you think influence a graduate's decision in staying or pursuing another work field?
I think this depends on many factors such as job certificate. If the people they really like the job environment, so they will stay on the job. If the people find that they're very boring, they're very stressed about their job, so they might switch the another environment. Another reason is I think the salary. Yeah, if the working the boss provide them the higher salary, so they will stay on the work. But if the people may find the more money lah, because now money is important so they will switch to another environment.
Understand. So do you think universities should provide more career guidance to students who are transitioning from university to the job market?
Yeah, universities should provide the career guideline to the student because the student will feel the concern of anxiety after their graduate. So the university should provide the effective career guideline to help them to build the confidence and smooth the transition.
All right, so last question is what advice would you give to students who are worried or are concerned about finding jobs related to their job market and also related? Students job related field or their major will also have the idea of wanting to pursue another depending on not only of whatever they are interested, career, their aspirations, whether the company providing good services or giving good pay, and also most importantly, if they're interested or not. So of course, there's still university students who are anxious and confused whether they can find a job in this current job market because this current job market is quite bad. But it is not a concern for other people as long as if you can find a stable place and a comfy environment and whatever you're interested and go work there. It is very hard to fresh graduates to find a job in this current job market, but all in all, university students should stay optimistic and positive, and if they got a chance to go work, they should get it because every single step they take is stone to achieve whatever goals or dreams they are willing to go through. So all university students should keep a positive mindset, although through adequate preparation and flexible thinking and also other preparation, all the university students will be able to find a job, whatever they desire. That's all from me, and back to the studio.